It's just my turn.
Okay, girls.
Okay.
This is really going to be Argentinian empanadas, okay? We in Latin America, every country has a different kind of empanadas. That could be flour, corn, green plantain, potato, whatever, you name it. You know, we love empanada. That came from Spain, and the Spain from the Moron, the Arab people. But this is the easy one, and this is the one that I eat most. And I made it, bake it, cool it, and put it in the freezer. And when I don't want to cook, my husband, he knows. He come to the freezer, he put it in the oven, and he love it. You know, that I always have in the freezer. But I'm going to show you this one. I usually bake it. This is going to be fried for you to see and do it faster, okay? But the recipe is in the back. And that the recipe for fry and for bake are completely different. Usually when you bake, you have two recipes there. When you bake, has egg, one egg. This is more flour and really you don't put egg, okay? Okay, I already measured everything.
So that's what? Salt?
It's a little sugar, but that is optional. Salt and baking powder.
Which she's actually very
And you, after that, add the butter. Let me put it all It's a very easy, it's not complicated. You just need say juicer, I think. And as I say, if you go to Peru, you go to Argentina, Uruguay, they have different kind of dough. They are very, you know, handmade. But the Argentina, they don't do the dough anymore. They buy it. And I'm going to show you what you can find in the Latin supermarket if you don't want to do the dough.
Are you doing 1 times the recipe?
Yes.
So when the dough starts making a ball,
Yes. That's it. And you have to rest the dough in the refrigerator for an hour.
okay.
That I already did it because we can wait. But that's it.
Very good.
And it's very easy. It's a very easy dough.
Who taught you this?
Well, I didn't grow up with this kind of empanada. I learned in Miami. That is the beauty of Miami. That because it's not Mexican. It's I'm always impressed the amount of Mexican restaurants here in Birmingham. But in Miami, if you want a good Mexican, you have to go to where the Mexican work in the farm, like an hour. But in Miami, you can find Peruvian restaurant, Argentina, Uruguayan, you name it, Nicaragua, and then you learn. In Venezuela, we have different kinds of empanada. It's corn, like the arepa dough, and fried. Completely different. But when I moved to Miami, I love this. And when I went to Argentina, I tasted. This is it. You just cover now, and you put it in the refrigerator. And I like it. I like it a lot. But I was lazy in Miami, and I had some kind of Argentinian girl that I buy from them. They made empanada, and I came home and put it in the freezer, and every time that I want it, I just heat the oven and put from the freezer the empanada 20 minutes, and that's it. It was really easy, but now when I move here, I say, okay, I need to start doing by myself. That's it. As you see, it's really easy. It's very easy. And now we need to work with this one.
Did you ever consider making the dough without a food processor, like doing it by hand?
You can do two, but if you don't have the food processor, go ahead. But if you have it,
It takes longer.
yes. But as you see, for the butter, it's a very easy dough.
Yeah.
You can do it by hands too, but this way is faster. That's the only difference. Okay. And what I'm going to show you is. This is the one, the Argentinian one, that you can go to the Mi Pueblo supermarket and they sell. And this is really the Argentinian called copetin because they are smaller for patties. But usually the empanadas are bigger than the one that I made because I said, well, if you want to try different, you can deal with the big one. But they have different. This is like a post pastry style, and they have another one that is more dry. It depends the taste.
I've used, because I didn't see those there. The one
Yeah.
I've been buying, there's a white one and a yellow one, and they're bigger.
They're
yummier, but
bigger.
They're completely different texture.
Yes.
The ones
yes.
we did at the lake.
And they
Yes.
and
Remember
they
those?
yes, and they have even for fry.
Yes.
You have to know the Spanish because they say for fry or sequitas is more dry or hojaldrada is like a post pastry. It's different kind. But this brand is really good
You got it at Mi Pueblo?
in Mi Pueblo. Yeah. Yeah. I usually do not eat fry because you know the healthiest thing. But anyway. You see how the way that you can make is different too. There are people that use the Mexican scene for the one that yes, another one people use the pasta machine. You know, it's like more. You see, this size is similar to this one, but you can make it bigger, okay? When I do at home for us, I usually do it bigger, and I eat two, and that is a complete meal. Or I have always three. You know, and with this one could be 8. So it's better to do bigger. You have to leave it really fine. But if you touch the
So
dough,
it's kind of stretchy like a pizza dough.
yeah.
Wonder how similar.
And the other thing is, I made some sauce to eat empanada, but the truth is, with the Latin, we don't use sauce to eat empanada. That is an American type of thing. The restaurant now are selling empanada and give you sauces. I don't remember any of my Argentinian friends eating the empanada with chimichurri. And now everybody the chimichurri. And I lost count how many times I went to a Argentinian barbecue, and my Argentinian friends, they don't eat the chimichurris because they say that you can digest the beef properly.
Oh, really?
I can tell my
Because of the
chef that.
acid?
We got chimichurri all that upbringing.
Never. And for me it was some kind of new. And I said, "Hey, but it's delicious." And I say, "No," and none of them eat the chimichurri. And I say, and now here everywhere, like 5 years ago, everybody with the chimichurri in everything.
Is it in restaurants down there?
Huh?
Is it in restaurants in Argentina?
They have it, but they don't. The Argentinian,
They
no,
don't.
they don't need it.
Yeah.
It's like you go to Argentinian barbecue, they cook the beef very slowly, but they cook first they do like a sausage. They cook the sausage first, they cut in half and they put in bread, and that's what they give to everybody before the beef is ready. But it's always the sausage first. You see, these are ready. These I made ahead, and you don't need to defrost. You have it in the freezer. That's it, because that is really nice for parties, because you just pull out the freezer with a hot oven, 20 minutes, and they are done. It's perfect.
Would you freeze them cooked or uncooked even?
Cook.
Cooked.
No, has to be cooked.
Has to be cooked.
You cook them, left cold, they'll
Yeah.
be very cold,
Yeah.
and you put in plastic Ziploc bag. Yeah. And this one, I have here something like a caprese. It's like a caprese salad. I need to put. Pepper. The Argentinian loves this one, and I have to be honest. I made another one that I like a lot. The name is humita. It's like a very thick bechamel and corn. And I'm trying to do this time, but I don't know. Someone has to teach me. All the inside go out. And I couldn't make it. But the Argentina, I eat a lot in Miami, but I don't know how they do it. You don't. It's so small. You don't need much. You see, it's really stretched this dough. Many people do it and leave it in the fridge like for 30 minutes for the dough to be more, tight. This is too small, okay? But this is what it is.
You don't need egg wash or anything. Just
Yes,
water.
yes, but this is fried. But if you are going to bake it, you put eggs in the top. It's just for presentation. It's not much what they do, but it's not flavor, nothing. It just looks prettier.
So then, do people do dessert empanadas
Oh
also?
yes. I made for dessert, but this one is really Cuban. The one that I made is guava, cream cheese inside, and puff pastry. The one that you find in the supermarket here, you don't need to do any Argentina. But the Cuban love that. You go to Miami, any cafeteria, and they always has guava empanada. And the guava always has cream cheese.
Fresh guava, not paste or anything.
It's sauce. It's like processed. You put the guava fruit in a.
I bought the guava already.
Yeah, it's
You
yeah.
find it even in public, Look at how.
Yeah.
No, you don't go to this and made it.
It's a paste. Yeah.
It's a paste. You find even jelly, marmalade now, but it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I don't see how you're doing that, sorry.
Are the different size empanadas a preference?
When I do at home, I do a bigger. But the thing is, because it's going to be 4 different flavors, but plus the other one, and everybody is taking care of the weight. And I say, no, if I do the big one, you can deal with 2. And you have 4 flavors, 5. So no, let me do it smaller. You want to play? There
No, I was just wanting to see how you do it.
there is different.
I like it.
No,
It's kind of like crimping
Did
it
you
more.
see the one?
That you make? Yeah, you want me to look at it?
Pull out? Yes. The Argentinian called repulgue. There is many ways that you can.
Yeah, I usually do the ropey looking, this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I usually do.
Well, this is the same thing. What you do with this is you do a smaller. For example.
Right
you
for
do
the.
this. Yeah.
But I thought when the way you crimp it, doesn't that determine what's inside of it?
Well, I did a different for me to know which
Okay.
one it is.
All right.
But this is faster. But this is the same. The different, Angela, is you give more space. That one that you do more.
Yeah, the rope, you have to have more empty
You
space.
you go smaller, closer. And I have no patience for that. I give more space. You see. But honestly, if you want to learn, you do it. But it's not worth it. If you find the Argentinian, except that you want green plantain or potato like the Bolivian, but if you want flour, buy the tapas already. It's, easy.
So you're going to use the rest of this dough you've rolled out and then you'll stop?
Yeah.
Or are you going to make all of that dough?
The small appetizer size.
No, because the other one is, yes. See, the other one is so easy.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah. I like it, the pastry.
Yeah, and this is not the dry one. This is more like a puff pastry. But you are going to see the difference. This is really puff pastry.
Oh, yeah.
You see the difference? And you know, the Argentina, they know, they even sell the dough to do tart. If you go to the supermarket, they sell this big, and you fill with spinach, feta, whatever. Yeah. When I moved to Birmingham, oh my gosh, I feel, where am I going to find my thing for the empanada? I was so traumatized. And I went to Miami in my car, and I bring a cooler with tapas. And one day when I discovered here in Birmingham with the Mexican supermarket, oh my God, I was just one happy girl. And I say, okay, I can live in this town, I don't care. And another time when we ported to Miami, we came back with a cooler, lobster, octopus, tapa for empanada. O sea, we went shopping ingredient, and he was so a happy boy too. I took him to the seafood place next to the Miami River,
Oh, wow.
and we found, you know, the octopus, all that kind. He was so happy, and tell everybody that he came back with food in the car. He said, wow. But now, no, you know, we can find. You can reuse it.
So how many times can you re-roll?
Yeah.
Just keep.
Yeah.
Until you run
You
out.
can do it because you see it has a lot of butter. But you notice when it start going dry, you know. But this is very generous though. You see why I have to make a head?
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I like it. So talk to us about the fillings that you chose.
Well, I do beef, and the other one that I do is chicken. But the reason is I like to buy roast chicken already made, and I like the breast, and my husband too. But I'm becoming more Italian every day in my life, and I don't like to throw away anything. And what I do with the rest, I do the same season that I use for the beef, what I do with the rest of the chicken. I use it there. I use it with the same cumin, paprika, onion, you know.
So your
Latin
beef,
thing.
you just kind of make a ground beef kind of mixture?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
And then with the chicken, what do? You mix it up with anything?
the same.
Same.
Paprika, cumin, oregano, tomato paste. I put sultanas because the raisin is too big.
Me too.
And the olive.
No olives?
But the olive, not
Olives?
the fancy one. You have to buy the Spanish that come in the container. You can make empanada high end. No, empanada is a comfort food. Don't make it, you know, or don't put foie gras inside. Has to, it's amazing, it's like a roast con pollo. Has to be the olive, the one that comes in the container. Not the fancy one because
The green ones.
yeah, that is not
pimento.
fancy, but that is the one that you have to use. But I pull the chicken, the
No
rest of the dark
Castelveranos?
part. Huh?
No Castelveranos?
No, and capers.
Capers. I
Capers
like
too.
capers in mine. Capers,
And,
raisins, almonds.
These
nuts.
are my favorite. But this time I did tuna for you guys to see. It's whatever you want. whatever you are in the mood, you can fill the empanada with anything. And I did one with poblano and cheese. And the other one is tuna, and the other one is beef. And this one.
Cool.
Yeah, and the last one, the Cuban, is the guava. You see, that's it because many people use the pasta machine. And you don't need a strong flour.
No.
No, no. You can use the gold medal. That is more similar to the one that the people use in Latin America.
Which one?
Gold medal.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you use this one, it's going to be has more protein. It's more elastic even more than this. You see?
And so you used gold medal, or
Yeah.
this, or Arthur?
No, I use gold medal.
Okay.
And look at how elastic it is. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's too much. And the problem with this one is the water of the mozzarella. You have to see the mozzarella that is more has
Low moisture.
yes. Because if you use the fancy one, we are again to the same thing. You can make some kind of food fancy. You know? Like I bought, had you ever heard the book, The Last Supper? You see that doesn't.
Oh, the two series where they ask chefs
Well,
what
they
their
are
last
chef,
meal is.
They are chef.
I love
they
those
wa-
books.
Well, I was laughing because if I imagine we can do that kind of meeting and have fun, but I was reading the meal these people put together, and I say, if I'm going to eat the last time, I want a comfort food. You know?
I'd probably get Popeye's fried chicken, honestly.
No, foie gras, caviar,
Right.
champagne, and one say roast chicken. That's with the dog fried potato. That's perfect. But you said, why these people want this kind of crazy meal? At the end, they're going to have that indigestion.
Want something from your childhood?
These are not going to be the best one, believe me. These are going to be the best one, but.
He started the last
You know, the Venezuelan empanadas, they are really nice. It's the same dough like the arepa. It's corn flavored, but it's fried. And that's what I try to avoid, you know, the fried part of it. Has to be vegetable with high point of, yeah. No, don't use that. The Latin, they don't use olive oil, that kind of thing. This is too fancy for fried. It's like a fried chicken. What do you use to fry chicken? What kind of oil?
You can use corn oil or vegetable oil,
Is it the same?
but I use safflower and sunflower and all that stuff these days. Non-GMO or organic
These are tuna.
canola. Right here.
These are no, these are tuna.
Flaky. I can see it flakes, the flaky dough.
Yeah. And these are the the tuna is a little different. The tuna has paprika but no cumin and no sultana.
No oil. And is it like a Vulcan, I mean, is it like a
It's
Vulcan
the-
or a
the- Canned tuna, oh yeah, it's the same thing. You don't go fancy with Latin food that way. The Latin we love the tuna in cans. We like to the Spanish with all these things in cans, you know. And it's really fancy in Spain, to make from the cans. You see, you have many things. They are really good cans. I'm going to do some more for trying to the other one to try. But these are
And those are the beef.
these are the beef. I recommend to eat last the beef because it's the one that has more flavor. Start from the the mild one and end with the beef because it's really it's paprika, it's cumin, it's oregano, it's garlic, it's tomato paste, a lot of flavor.
So you're just gonna make a few more of these?
Yes.
And then that's it? Thank you so much. Will you please know how much we appreciate your demo today? Will you look at the camera? Thank you.